feelings. So deep in my feelings. Hey! This is for all of my emotional girlies. So there's nothing wrong with having emotions, deep emotions, if you're passionate like me and expressive like me, or even if you're not. There's nothing wrong with having emotions. But what do you do when your emotions drive every single one of your decisions and you're not thinking logically about anything? In my life, I've had a lot of interesting experiences. Interesting experiences that I've written down. First and foremost, let's talk about the dangers or the consequences of constantly being driven by emotion. In my personal experience, lots of early starts, my dear. Whew. Relationships starting before they should, friendships starting before they should, starting projects when I had no business starting them, had no experience, no preparation. But my heart said yes, and I felt like it was the right thing to do. Lots of apologizing. I've had to apologize for going off on people, wrapping up projects and things early, ending friendships with no explanation, all kinds of crazy things. Just a lot of unnecessary apologizing. And by unnecessary, I mean if I had just thought critically about my decisions before doing them, I wouldn't have to apologize. Lots of missed opportunities. I said things like, oh, well, since this person did this, I will never work with them. I will never do this. I will never take anything from them. Since it didn't work out last time, it's not going to work out this time. I'm not even going to bother. I had no evidence. I just was running on emotions and vibes. Lots of offense and unforgiveness. Girl, I was mad at everybody. Why would she blink at me that way? Why would he say that? Why did he roll his eyes? Why did he ask the question more than once? Why didn't his sentence end in this way? It ended in that way. Ah. No correction or accountability. Anytime anyone tried to hold me accountable, but hmm, are you taking their side? You don't even know anything about this industry. How are you telling me this? Constantly defensive. You could not tell me anything because everything felt like an attack. If you're driven by emotions, especially emotions like anger, fear, extreme happiness, extreme sadness, you probably grew up in an environment where that was the example. You probably grew up in an environment where criticism was the norm. I understand. But there's a solution. Jesus. Let's start there. Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit. First and foremost, I had to acknowledge my emotions. A lot of times we're encouraged to suppress our emotions. Trust the process. 2 Corinthians 3:18 says, "So all of us who have had that veil removed can see and reflect the glory of the Lord. And the Lord, who is the Spirit, makes us more and more like him as we are changed into his glorious image." It is a process. You didn't come to the realization that emotions drive your life overnight, and even if you did, the process is not overnight and it's not within your power. Give yourself grace, but hold yourself accountable. That's all I got. See you next week.